Then features of Java. So Java has many features. So Java is a simple language. That means if you know C and C++, we can easily learn Java. Okay. So it is designed to be easy to learn. Okay. So if you understand the basic concept of object-oriented programming, okay, so we can easily learn Java. Then Java is a secure language. So with this Java secure feature, okay, it enables to develop virus-free, so tamper-free system. So authentication techniques are based on public key encryption. Okay. So Java is a portable language. That means write once, run anywhere. So Java achieved this portable feature through the JVM, Java Virtual Machine. Okay. So actually Java is architecture neutral. So and having no implementation dependent aspect of the specification makes Java portable. The compiler in Java is written in C with clean portability boundary. Okay. So then Java is object oriented. I already told Java is 100% object oriented programming language. Okay. Java support abstraction, Java support encapsulation, Java support polymorphism. Okay. Java support inheritance. Okay. So these four are the important characteristics of Java. So Java support all the characteristics of object-oriented programming. Okay. So Java is 100% object-oriented programming language. Okay. So then robust. So actually Java makes an effort to eliminate error-prone situation by emphasizing mainly on compile time error checking and runtime checking both. Okay. So to better understand how Java is robust, we consider two important reasons. Okay, one is memory management mistake, and another one is mishandled exception conditions. Okay, so actually memory management it was a difficult and a tedious task in C and C++ programming languages. So in C and C++, the programmer must manually allocate and free all dynamic memory. So C provides some operators for allocating and memory and releasing the memory. So this sometimes leads to problem because programmers will either forget to free memory that has been previously allocated or try to free some memory that another part of their code is still using. So Java actually eliminate this problem by managing memory allocation and deallocation for us. So Java provide garbage collection facility, okay, for unused objects. Then the mishandled exception condition. So exceptional condition traditional environment often arise in situations such as divide by error, file not found. Okay, so they must be managed. So Java provide object-oriented exception handling mechanism. So it provides some keywords for handling exceptions. Okay. So in a well-written Java program, all runtime errors can and should be managed by our program. Okay. Then multi-threaded. So with Java's multi-threaded feature, it is possible to write programs that can perform many tasks simultaneously. That means we can execute more than one part of the program at the same time. Okay, that is called multi-threading. So each part of a program is called a thread. Okay, so executing more than one part of a program at the same time, that is called multi-threading. Okay, so it allows the developer to construct interactive application which can run smoothly. Okay, then architecture neutral. So Java compiler, that is platform independent. So Java is platform independent. C and C++ are platform dependent. Okay. So platform dependent means, so if you are writing one program in Windows operating system, that program will not run in another operating, that means Linux or some other operating system, that program will not work. Okay. So it needs small modification. Okay. Because C and C++ are platform dependent language, but Java is platform independent. So write once, we can run anywhere. So Java, how Java achieve this platform independent? Through the JVM. Okay, through the Java virtual machine. Okay. So actually, the language Java is not platform independent. Okay, because different types of JVMs are there. Different types of JVM for different types of operating systems are there. Okay, so the language Java is not platform independent. The application we developed using Java is platform independent. Okay. So Java is architecture neutral. So Java compiler generate architecture neutral object file format, which make the compiled code executable on many processors with the presence of Java runtime system. Okay. So in a computer programming language, there are two types of code. One is source code and another one is object code. Okay. What is source code? What do you mean by source code? Anyone say what do you mean by source code?
Source
What
code,
is source code?
the program we create, or like in order to which acts as the base of whatever we are creating. For example, in order to create an application or something like that, the basic structure we create, so we can call that as the source code, right?
Yes, good. Okay, actually, the source code means the textual version of a program. Okay, the textual version of a program is called a source code. So if you compile the source code, okay, if you compile the source code, it will produce the object code. Actually, in C and C++, object code are in executable format. That means it's in exe file. Okay, so if you compile the p.c program in C programming, it creates p.exe file. Okay, so exe file, uh, that is object code. Object code is in executable format in the language C and C++. Okay, so if you compare the p.cpp, so it creates p.exe file. Okay, so that exe file, can be executed. Okay, that file can be executed by the particular operating system. Okay, so actually, every programming language for its execution, it need one environment. Okay, so that environment is provided by the operating system. Okay, so every programming language, they need one environment for its execution. So that environment is provided by the operating system. But in Java, so the language Java provides the environment. Okay, so if you are writing on Java file, that is p1.java. So if you compile the p1.java, it creates p1.class file, not p1.exe file. Okay, so in Java, the object code is in the form of bytecode, not in executable code. Okay, so this bytecode can be executed by the Java interpreter. Okay, Java interpreter. So Java is both compiled and interpreted language. C and C++ are compiled language. Visual Basic, or basic programming is interpreted language. Okay, but Java is both compiled and interpreted language. The role of Java's compiler is converting the Java program into bytecodes, into class file. The role of interpreter. They interpret the bytecode and execute. Okay. So Java achieved this platform independent through the JVM. If our computer is having JVM, then we can execute Java programs. Okay. So different types of JVMs are there. JVM for Windows, JVM for Linux. Okay. Because the JVM is not platform independent. The JVM is platform dependent. So that's why I already told the language Java is not platform independent. The application we developed using Java is platform independent. Okay. When Java is interpreter language, Java is both compiled and interpreter language. Okay. So Java bytecode is translated and fly to native machine instruction and is not stored anywhere. So the development process is more rapid and analytical since the linking in an incremental and lightweight process. And high performance. So with the use of Git compiler, Java enable the high performance. Okay, so it take less memory space like that. Okay, so Java is designed for the distributed environment of the internet because it handles. Okay, because it handles the TCP/IP protocol. Java can handle both TCP/IP protocol and UDP protocol. Okay, so Java also support remote method invocation (RMI). So this feature enables a program to invoke a method across a network. So we can execute a method from the remote computer. Okay, it's like a ATM. Okay, example for RMI is an ATM. Okay, so dynamics. So Java programs carry the substantial amount of runtime type information that is used to verify and resolve access to objects at runtime. Okay, Java is considered to be more dynamic than C and C++. Okay, so it is designed to adapt to an evolving environment. So Java programs can carry an extensive amount of runtime information, which can be used to verify and resolve access to objects at runtime. So Java is dynamic. Okay, so these are the important buzzwords of Java. Java is simple language, secure, portable. It is 100% object-oriented programming language. So we can create a very big, robust application in Java. Java supports multi-threaded. Okay, so we can execute more than one program at the same time. Okay, so multitasking and multi-threading are different. Okay, Windows is a multitasking operating system. Okay, multitasking means that operating system can execute more than one task at the same time. Okay, multitasking is a heavyweight process, but multi-threading is not like that. Multi-threading is a lightweight process. Okay, so multitasking it uses a different address space for different application, but multi-threading it uses the same address space for different parts of the application. So that is the difference between multitasking and multi-threading. Okay, so Java is architecture neutral. That is Java is platform independent. Okay, Java is both compiled and interpreted language. Okay, so Java is high performance because it has JIT compiler, just-in-time compiler. So Java enabled the high performance with the help of JIT compiler. Okay, then distributor. So that means we can create a distributed application in Java. Okay, so Java is considered to be more dynamic than C and C++.